and welcome to This Day. It is Monday, so happy Monday to you, and it's August 9th. We have one meeting to tell you about today, and it will be this afternoon at 1:30. Now, we will air it live right here on Village Television, and that is this afternoon. Now, of course, you can follow along also virtually if you would like to do that. That will be at villagetelevision.com, LagunaWoods.com/meetings. So you can follow along with that. And as I mentioned there, you can see we will air that right here on Village Television starting at 1:30. Now, a point to make is that our 2 o'clock movie may or may not air, or it might start later due to the broadcast. It really just depends on how long the meeting goes. Okay, on our show today, we have live in studio Becky LaMacca, and she is here on behalf of O'Connor Mortuary. And then we sat down with the Christian Women's Club with Lori, and she tells us all about the exciting things that they are planning coming up, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. All right, let's take a look at our weather. We've got 81-63 today, tomorrow 82-66, and then, of course, we are going to be warming up again, 86-67, Thursday 87-67, and then it's going to be quite warm on Friday, 88-69. Now, our sunrise this morning was at 6:09, and our sunset will be at 7:43. And thank you so much to Paul for sending this in. This is up in Northern California, right there on the coastline. Looking pretty awesome, although it's really hard to get a clear day up there, but nonetheless, a very nice picture. So thank you for sending that in. If you have a photo you would like to share with our community, please email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, when we come back, we will be sitting down with Becky LaMacca, so stay tuned.
Someone to clean your house is a big decision. After all, they'll be inside your house and touching virtually everything you own. Sadly, though, not all cleaning professionals are actually real pros. Like this person you found online who uses the same sponge in the kitchen they use in the bathroom. If you're looking for a local family-owned business with amazing customer service, contact MaidPro for a free estimate. MaidPro, when you're ready for a real pro.
Are you undergoing infusion therapy? You now have a choice. Infusion for Health is a specialty infusion center that expertly cares for patients with chronic conditions. Our brand new facility in Laguna Hills takes patient care to the next level. Relax in your private suite with refreshments and on-demand entertainment. We offer 7 convenient locations. We accept Medicare, PPO, and HMO. Call today to get started.
Beautiful weather is here, and nothing should stop you from getting outside and doing what you love with who you love, especially arthritic pain and fibromyalgia. At OC Vitality Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine, our experienced and compassionate doctors offer innovative and personalized medical solutions to treat your pain and stiffness. We're conveniently located right next to the Laguna Woods Community Center.
I'm Dr. Dimitri Gruer. Give us a call today to see how we can help you get out of pain and get back to living.
My father was a quiet man, and honesty was premier. Prior to his passing, it was emotional. The folks at O'Connor made it easier. They just went over and above and helped me get through this. If you have to go through this process, stop by O'Connor. You will not be disappointed.
At O'Connor Mortuary, our commitment is to serve our community with care and compassion.
Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Becky LaMacca here with O'Connor Mortuary. Hi again.
Hi, happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you. And, we've talked to you many times before regarding both sides of what you guys do with Pacific Cremation and O'Connor Mortuary. And always a, enlightening yet somewhat sad subject because we are dealing with loss. But something that you wanted to address today is loss, and not necessarily a death loss, but other types of losses. And you deal with grief all the time, so I'm imagining that you can help us. Figure out the rest.
And I don't know that there's a time in our lifetimes that we've experienced more non-death losses than over the last 18 months.
Right.
And I think when we think about grief, I mean, we do grieve, even if it isn't a death loss. And so many of us have experienced that, not being able to see family, not being able to do certain things that we were used to doing. I was noticing, even closures of different events. Maybe we always went to, this certain park or this certain vacation every year, and then all of a sudden you can't do that, and we do grieve. The one thing I know that all of us who have experienced grief understand, though, is grief is transformational, right? It's not easy, but it is transformational. And it's been so interesting as our world has started to open up again, hearing people talk about their losses that they've experienced, yet finding parts of these past 18 months that have been good for them too. And they've come out the other side of this maybe a little stronger or changed in some way for the better.
When you said that there are losses and maybe there's certain things that they had to look forward to each year, or they were looking forward to each year, how about the people who couldn't go through graduation ceremonies or even get married?
Yes.
I mean, there were so many of those milestones that people were not able to participate in. So you combat that with possibly a death. I mean, my goodness, it must seem like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So in your line of business, even though you're not necessarily a psychologist, how do you deal with those folks who may have multiple kinds of losses?
Well, we have an entire community of support for people, and that's one of the things that we do at O'Connor. Is it doesn't end when the person dies and they come in and they maybe have the celebration of life or the funeral service or the memorial. We're there to help people through and beyond that. So we do have resources available. We have wonderful therapists that are in the community that we can help people with. We partner with the hospitals, with the faith communities, with the hospices to offer grief support groups for individuals. The good news is most of us do okay with our grief support group, maybe some reading. Most of us, we learn how to integrate that loss into our lives. Do we still grieve? Are we still sad? Do we have moments that all of a sudden, in a snap, something will bring a memory back to us and we're tearing up? Absolutely. Yet do we find a way to move forward in our grief? Absolutely, we do.
Do you think that age is related to that? I mean, I guess I'm comparing, maybe somebody who might be in their 30s or 40s versus somebody who might be in their 80s or 90s. How do they deal with losses differently?
Well, I think the older we get, we have experienced more loss in our lives, and maybe not always a death loss, yet we have experienced loss in our lives. That being said, though, grief is so individual that it's more about the person than the stage of life or the type of death. It's interesting to talk with families who have a specific type of loss, and you would think, oh, this would be much more tragic than the other. And yet, again, it's very individualized with how people move through their grief. So
when you say transformational, what is your definition of transformational?
It changes us. It changes us. Think of some of the most worthy causes that we support have come out of a tragedy, have come out of a death. I think Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. That grief of the mom who founded that organization was transformational for her.
Okay.
Was it painful? Was it horrible? Does she not wish that on anybody? She does not, yet what she did is she took that grief and she said, I'm gonna help the next person. So transformational, and it doesn't have to be something that is as grand as maybe an organization coming out of a death loss, yet there are little things that we can see in our lives, maybe taking that character quality of that person that we loved so much and carrying that on in our lives. So that transformation that we carry on in spite of the grief.
Right. Well, that is very important to remember, I think. Like you said, maybe there's something you can carry on. You talk about meaning making. So what does meaning making mean?
Meaning making is, how do I make sense of this? And I think when people want to go and talk with somebody, maybe the wonderful social services department that we have here in Laguna Woods Village, and they want to talk through some of these losses, they want to talk through maybe some of the grief or the anxiety they've experienced over that last 18 months, sometimes they want people to give them all the answers. And unfortunately, that's not how it works. Meaning making means, how do I make sense of this for my own self? And how do I take this loss and how do I integrate it so that I can get out of bed in the morning, so that I can go back socializing with my friends, so I can go back to my church or my faith community?
Right.
How do I make sense of it for me? And how do I make sense of it for the person who has died?
Okay. Well, you never would know. I mean, before I met you and started talking to you, I never really thought about any of this. And so I'm glad that you're able to come on and help us kind of think about these things, because even if we haven't had a loss, there's lots of other things that we could certainly apply what you're mentioning. So I appreciate you coming on.
It's always great to be here.
All right, Becky, thank you so much.
Thanks.
All right. And remember, if you are experiencing any kind of loss, you can always get in contact with O'Connor Mortuary, and they will be able to help you connect with any resources or give you the information. We'll be right back.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure for those coping with Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Lori Rodmaker, who is here on behalf of the Laguna Woods Village Christian Women's Club. Well, Lori, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, Lisa.
Well, we have interviewed some of the ladies from your organization before. Always a delightful situation. And you guys have a great organization. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, Christian Women's Connection is affiliated with Stonecroft Ministries. Some people have heard of them. They were founded back in 1938 and by Helen Bow in San Jose, but now they're all over the country and they're all over the world, really. They're in the Americas and Europe and Africa and Asia, all over the place. Wow. And there's about 600 of these women's connection groups, including ours. Okay. And they all get together about once a month, and they have a speaker who shares how her faith has changed her life.
Wow. Now, you said it's all over the world. So is there ever an opportunity for all of the organization or all of the chapters to get together? Did you ever do that?
Yes, we do have conferences sometimes when we get together. And in fact, we're having a conference coming up, which is going to be a virtual conference. Yeah. It's going to be a Zoom meeting.
Oh, good. So do you ever have European your folks join in on that?
Yes, yes.
Oh, isn't that great? Wouldn't it be nice if you guys could actually go to Europe and have a meeting there?
I'd love that.
It'll be great. Although not quite yet. Let's let everybody get through all the rest of the Delta stuff. Then maybe that'll be a great opportunity. Well, how wonderful. So you said there's 600 different chapters here in the United States?
Well, all over the world.
All over the world. Okay. And then there's one here in Laguna Woods Village. And how many people participate?
Well, it varies, but we have between 60 and 70 each month who come to our luncheons.
Nice. And is that all ages?
Well, it's, our ladies are mostly, over 55.
Well, right, of course. But I wonder
it's open to people of all ages.
Oh, okay.
And it's even open to men.
Oh, it is.
We have a few brave souls that come.
Yeah. Well, they just like to be surrounded by you ladies and share in the great faith. So awesome. All right. Well, you've got an event coming up here, August 17th, and it is a luncheon and it sounds delicious. Tell me about it.
Yes, it's coming up on August 17th. This will be our first luncheon after the shutdown, and we're just thrilled to death to be getting back together again.
Uh-huh.
We usually have our luncheons in Clubhouse 7, but the Clubhouse 7 hasn't opened up yet, so we're going to be in Clubhouse 2,
Okay.
which most people know is just across the street. You go in the gate, the same gate you go to the 19 restaurant and the golf course.
Mm-hmm.
So we hope to get back into Clubhouse 7 over, maybe about October, but come to Clubhouse 2 on August 17th.
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking forward to seeing everybody.
So it's going to be, you have a Hawaiian Paradise buffet luncheon. So I'm assuming it's going to be a Hawaiian food.
Yes. And we're encouraging everybody to wear Hawaiian clothing. Or if you have colorful clothing, flowers on it, it's an option, of course. You can come in your regular clothes if you want, but to make it more festive, we like everybody to dress Hawaiian.
That is nice. Now you also have a voice of Mel Amante. Tell me about that.
Well, Mel has been, people will remember perhaps that he's come to our club a number of times, and he has a beautiful singing voice and a huge repertoire. So he's entertained us before, and he'll entertain us on August 17th.
Okay, nice. Now, you have a guest speaker for this time. It's Valerie Potter Garrett. What is she going to be talking about?
Well, a number of people will know Val because she teaches one of our Bible studies. She's also a great speaker. I've heard her speak before, and she is a successful businesswoman in Orange County. She's in the insurance business, and she's going to be sharing her journey of finding love in the singles ads. And I know that's funny, finding love in the singles ads. Most of us in our group are old enough to remember when you wanted a date, you would put an ad in the newspaper. Imagine that in the singles column. And so she's going to be talking about this. Of course, nowadays, we do online dating. But back in the day.
Exactly. Is she going to talk to you guys about the online dating stuff?
No, she's married now, so she's not dating anymore.
Oh.
But this is back when she was first
how funny
dating.
Is that? Oh my gosh, that's going to be quite interesting, I'm sure, because I don't remember that for the ads. I do remember looking for apartments and stuff and roommates in the ads, which you can still do, but in Craigslist. So there's still a lot that does happen. But in any case, that sounds like a very nice luncheon. Let's go ahead and give the details again. So it's on August 17th, but it's from 11:30 in the morning to 1:30. And it's going to be in where again? Clubhouse 2?
Clubhouse 2, yes.
Okay. And
we'll
is
be
there
back
a
in Clubhouse 7 maybe in October, but now we're going to be Clubhouse 2.
And is there a maximum amount of people that can attend?
Well, not really. We've been pretty able to add people if we need to, but we would like people to call for reservations because we do. Tomas is our caterer for our luncheon, and he does wonderful buffet lunches, but he needs to know how many people are coming. So we're hoping that everybody will call for reservations. Call Chris Ramirez. Her phone number is area code 949-246-1053.
Okay.
And if you don't catch that, you can get it. We'll have an article in the Globe.
Okay.
We have an article in the Globe 1 week and 2 weeks before the event, but we ask you to call Chris and make reservations.
Okay. Now, is there a cost?
Excuse me?
Is there a cost?
Oh, yes. Sorry. It's $17.
Oh, $17.
$17. That'll be you pay that on the day of the luncheon.
Okay.
If you make reservations and you can't come, you're not going to be charged for it, but we want to find out, how many people are coming.
Okay. Well, that sounds wonderful. Well, excellent news. What's that?
I'm sorry. I did want to mention that back in June, when the clubhouses were just going to start opening, we sent out an email to everybody who had come to our luncheons before, and we asked them, would you be interested in coming back? And we got a good response, a lot of people that called. So if anybody called or texted Chris back then, they're on the reservation list for August. Okay, so you don't have to call again.
Oh, okay, good.
But you can call if you want to make a change, like a cancellation, or you're going to bring a guest, you can call her. But I just want to mention you don't have to call again if you responded back in June. But if you didn't respond back then, please call or text Chris and make a reservation.
right, excellent. Well, thank you so much, Lori. I appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you. We're looking forward to seeing everybody on August 17th.
All right, enjoy your lunch, and it sounds great.
Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome. And we'll be right back after this.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.
Welcome back. Well, our movie for today is Angels in the Outfield. And as we mentioned earlier, it may start a little later or it may not air depending on the meeting that's happening at 1:30. But nonetheless, it's called Angels in the Outfield, a nice, fun flick that it's an older movie, but it's super fun with Danny Glover. And it's about foster kid Roger, who loves the Anaheim Angels, even though they're the worst team in Major Baseball League, but nonetheless very fun. You can watch that today at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles, and that is brought to you by Advanced Ear Care. And then another movie that is free for you to join in on is called The Father, and that is happening today at Clubhouse 5 Main Lounge, and that's put on by Recreation. That'll be at 4 p.m. And as I mentioned, it is called The Father. Now, if you would like to participate, they do require reservations. Now, you may or may not be able to get in because reservations are required usually 1 week in advance, but it doesn't hurt to try. Go on to ActiveNet, and the seating is limited. You can bring your own snacks because there will be no concession. But if you want more information about that, you can call 949-597-4381, or you can email recreation@vmsinc.org. Now, Wellness in the Woods is having a Harmony and Health event, and that's August 12th. Now, that is a Zoom event, and you will be able to get more information by contacting Leslie Coretti at yahoo.com, or you can text information to 949-254-4663, or if you have any questions. And she is having Netta Wenrick, and she is a therapist who does a lot of music therapy, and she's also a Medicare specialist. So there'll be lots of great information shared with everybody. So if you want to participate, that's August 12th at 1:30, so get in touch with Leslie on that. And then just wanted to remind you that this afternoon at 1:30, there is going to be a meeting, and it will be televised right here on Village Television, and that is the GRF budget meeting, and that's their business plan review, and it will be live right here at 1:30 this afternoon on Village Television. And then, of course, you could always catch it virtually at lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. Now, one last thing I wanted to remind you of is coming up at 10 o'clock, we have the beloved Trading Post, and you can catch Juanita and Bob, who are going to go through all of the items that we have available for sale or possibly for free. And you can watch that at 10 a.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays right here on Village Television. All right, let's take a look at our weather one last time before we head out to enjoy our very nice Monday. But the temperatures are not going to be too warm today or tomorrow, but we are starting our heat up on Wednesday. So today we are looking at 81.63, tomorrow 82.66, and then nice and warm on Wednesday, 86.67. Good time to enjoy those pools. Thursday, great day to get outside, but make sure you wear sunscreen and your hat, 87.67, and then hot on Friday. And we'll have another movie for you on Friday so you can beat the heat and enjoy your air conditioning, 88.69 on Friday. All right, have a great day in the Village. Happy Monday again, and we will see you again tomorrow at 9. Or you could always rewatch our program at 12:30 and 5 right here on Village Television. Or, of course, go to our YouTube channel, Village Television. Bye-bye.
It's time to get into the moment. Widex Moment rechargeable hearing aids with artificial intelligence gives you the fastest processing available. Faster processing means sharper, clearer sound quality, especially in background noise. It's time to get into life and into the moment. Call Amazing Hearing, the office of audiologist Ann Mundell-Noel and Dr. Laura Hunt. Call us at 667-9818 to schedule your appointment.
By staying home, the community of Orange County has made a difference. But doing so shouldn't mean putting your own health at risk. Hope wants you to know that safe, quality care is available. Don't ignore or delay the medical attention you need. From routine checkups to revolutionary treatments, Hogue is here for you, just as we have been for almost 70 years. Like no other time before, your healthcare choices matter. Get the care you need from the name you trust.
How is life feeling these days? Even if you're active, those little aches and pains can be exhausting. Now there's a new way to experience an ancient healing therapy right in the comfort of your home. Introducing the J&H Lifestyles Infrared Sauna, a beautifully crafted sauna with proven benefits of immune boosting, pain relief, and relaxation. And there are 1- and 2-person models to fit the tightest of spaces, bringing the warmth of infrared sauna therapy to you. Expert installation is available in your area. Just give us a call or visit our website today.